Back in action, ladies and gentlemen. Last time for the week, Friday, crypto market portfolio breakdown. That's what we're having on this video. Definitely deserves an attention. The crypto market is tanking right now. Basically, it's nosediving. Mostly today, started off yesterday, and I want to talk about our positioning in the market. We have 4 active positions right now, eyeballing the 5th and potentially the 6th. We'll talk about that as well. So buckle up. Let's dive in. I'm going to start with probably my top favorite, Bitcoin Cash, that served us so well ever since the turnaround of the top back in early March. We broke down this move into 2 stages, right? Stage number 1 was to pursue a move all the way down to 332.5. That was our previous target. We nailed that, then took the backseat for a bit, and then jumped back into position. We were actually fooled here, right? Price action was setting traps as it was faking breakdown below 332.5. Nevertheless, we just stayed in position for a long time, right? We were patient, kept our composure. Stop loss level was loose, far looser than it is right now. Obviously, we've tightened it up. But yeah, now we get that move. This is the 2nd stage, where price action already more than halfway through to the target, 291.20. Nevertheless, I've extended that downside capacity. So 291.2 still is our primary target, but it's not our final destination. Now I'm eyeballing the previous major low from late February. The level is 270 flat, 270 flat. We will make an attempt to chase 270 if the conditions allow, right? As you can see, we've puffed up this position by just throwing more and more trades into the mix. So that's Bitcoin Cash. Let's take a look at the Bitcoin. Yeah, it took us for the ringer, to say the least. Squeezing our patience every single day. Because guys, we got in back in, around the 9th or 10th of March. So that's more than 2 weeks ago. And we had to sustain this obnoxious, slow climbing / sideways upwards movement just to get what we're getting now, today. Now, I think that speaks volume. I think price action will settle below the big key level here, as you remember, 84,440, right? This is how it looks like from the monthly perspective. Price action is back below. That's very good news, right? Remember the close on the monthly bar last month, 84,200, right? Price action didn't make it any easy for us by coming up hard this month just to come back off, right? So now it settles below that same 84,440. I think that speaks, that indicates that what we've had over the last couple of weeks was a technical correction. Again, I don't want to jump the gun here. Price action may get rejected off of 84,440. Maybe that's a legit breakout back above, right? So let's hold, our definite conclusion coming from this move. But it definitely points out for something quite interesting, especially for us, given the fact that we've been bearish on the market for quite a long time now. And like I said, we had to wait patiently for the past 2 weeks. Positions open, right? Now, Chainlink is the next one. Also, big drop, good stuff, especially crossing below that 1444 level. It's actually I call it 1445. But it's actually 1444.5, right? A lot of digits here. But yeah, that's the big one. That's the big one. Check it out on the weekly. This is really good looking picture for us, right? The huge pullback. But check this out. Like, this was absolutely incredible the way we dodged that bullet. Price action got so close. Highest high. This is, yeah, probably a bit more luck than anything else, right? Highest high 1598.40. Our stop-loss level was 16, and I wasn't gonna touch it. I wasn't gonna move it, right? Even though it came so close, like it literally almost touched it, and I was like, yeah, that's done. That's a lot. That's a losing trade. I was right already, like, you know, mentalizing this situation. But yeah, we dodged that bullet. And now the big drop again below. This is very encouraging. The move below 1444. Weekly chart again. This is how it looks like. And monthly chart, I suspect it wants to solidify a touchdown with the big 1158.20. That is our primary target, right? And it's been so close. Back in a couple of weeks ago, it came very, very close. Lowest low was 1185.50, right? 85. This is 858. So it came very, very close. But yeah, I think it will come back to finish up the job. That's the bottom line, right? Let's see how it goes. We accumulated a lot of trades here, guys. You see 3, but that's actually 4, because one is on top of the other. I believe that's the highest one. There are 2 there, right there on that level. Pretty sure we can squeeze in one more, right? But let's just make sure price action is really sliding below 1444 with at least a daily, preferably a weekly breakdown confirmation. And that's a few more days to go. Last but not least, Ripple. Check this out. Yeah, that's some serious nosediving today. And take a look how it was slightly sliding below 235.75. Right? That was hesitant. Like, first the check didn't get the pass, right? Got rejected a couple of days ago. And then yesterday, almost without even noticing, like hush hush, made it through. The close, but that was tight. Official close 35.26. Right? That's tight. But take a look today. Boom. Right? Pretty sure it can make it to the finish line. Now this is a secondary finish line. Right? This is the big 213.50. We talked about that one a lot. That's a target for us for the first trade, right? Second trade that we initiated a couple of hours, 2, 3, 4 hours ago. Now this one's addressed to the big 175. And I have updated that level, that key level. It was actually deeper. It's 173.50. If you want to go all the way, be my guest. What I decided to do was to be a little bit more humble here, but also tighten it up to the previous major low from early February, which is 75 for me. I just want to make sure I nail that one, right? But again, there's a long way to go still. We're talking, potentially weeks here, right? First, that's 213.50. Let's keep our eyes on the ball. It's not just a target, it's also a testing ground. Price action has to overcome this obstacle for us to gain back that confidence with this bearish conviction. Stop loss level, as you can see, is still very, very loose. Hasn't been updated to price action right now, so low. But it will be soon. Probably going to throw it to 240. Right now, I think it's 260 or close to it. It's 258 actually. So 240 is going to be the new stop loss level. Alright, that's pretty much it. 4 active positions for us right now. Like I said, eyeballing a couple more. Litecoin is the next one potentially. I see a lot of downside potential looking at the big picture. From right now 87, we're looking at 57. So a lot of downside capacity here. We'll keep a close eye on the Litecoin. Also Cardano. Now sliding below the big 70.34. That's money. I think it will go, it will chase those previous lows for sure, and then potentially settle around 0.4490, 0.4390, almost 0.44. That's the big one here. And that's a long way to go, right? It's like 30-40% potential return on this one. Alright guys, that's about that for the day and for the week. Enjoy the rest of your, enjoy the weekend. We're going to be back on Monday, same time, same place. Take care.